Title: Killing Bone. Eli Mason stood on the edge of the village, the humid African air heavy with tension. He stared at the flickering flames of the ceremonial fire, his heart racing. Across the flames, Zola, the woman he loved, stood with tears glistening in her eyes. A forbidden love, condemned by ancient tradition. Eli, a white man, had defied every warning, drawn to Zola's radiant spirit like a moth to fire. But tonight, the village elders spoke of killing bone, the unbreakable curse placed on those who dared to defy the union of bloodlines. The elders had warned them. To break the law of the ancestors was to summon death, the killing bone, a spectral figure said to haunt the souls of those who crossed the forbidden line. Eli didn't care for superstitions. He loved Zola, and love, he believed, was stronger than ancient curses. They made plans to run, but the village held its breath, knowing the inevitable was coming. The next night, they fled under the cover of darkness, running through the thick forests. Zola clutched Eli's hand tightly, her breath short from fear. But soon, they heard it, a bone-chilling rattle, echoing through the trees. The sound seemed to come from everywhere at once, growing louder. Like death itself was chasing them, Eli held Zola tighter, pulling her into the depths of the forest. The moonlight barely pierced through the thick canopy above them, and the trees seemed to close in around them as the rattle grew closer, louder, more menacing. Suddenly, the killing bone appeared before them. It was not just a story, a towering, skeletal figure with hollow eyes that gleamed like burning coals. The air around it was icy, and its bones clattered together with a rhythm that echoed like the final heartbeat of a dying man. Zola screamed, her body going rigid in Eli's arms. He tried to pull her away, but her strength left her, her eyes rolling back as the curse claimed her soul. In an instant, her lyre body cold and limp in Lee's embrace. Eli clutching Hetri to defy the ancient laws, but the price was blood. The killing bone had claimed what it came for. Alone and broken, Eli realized that love, in the face of tradition, was never enough. The spectral figure faded back into the night, but the sound of its rattle would haunt him forever. There, in the moonlit clearing, with Zola dead in his arms, Eli finally understood the weight of the curse. He had challenged the ancestors, and in return, they had taken everything. Some traditions are stronger than love, and the cost of defying them can be unbearable. What would you sacrifice for love, and is there ever a line that shouldn't be crossed? Share your thoughts on Eli and Zola's tragic journey and explore more stories of passion, defiance, and ancient curses.